Okay, welcome back to the channel. I am really excited to have you here today because we're going to talk about a very hot topic, the #1 question that we have received in the last 12 months, and it's about Airbnb, VRBO, buying a rental in Las Vegas when you don't live here and making money on it. Listen, I am all about putting your money into real estate. It's what we do for a living. It's what I do for a living. Of course, I want to make sure that you do this. This video is going to really be focused on giving you a little bit of history about Airbnb in Las Vegas and why it's been such a wacky topic, telling you kind of some new things that you should expect for 2022, and then talking about kind of my advice to you, what I would do if this were my money that we were spending in terms of buying a house in Vegas and trying to rent it out. Ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, let's talk about the history of Las Vegas and Airbnb. I'm just gonna be straight with you. Las Vegas is run by casinos, right? Yes, we have other industries here. Yes, we're an emerging city who has lots of new things happening and all things are great, but the majority of our tax-paying dollars come from the casinos. The majority of the money that goes through our system comes from hotel rooms being rented at these casinos. What does that mean for Airbnb and short-term rentals? It means those casinos and those casino owners are gonna do anything they can to stop other means of places for people to stay from coming to fruition, right? Same thing when it comes to neighborhoods, right? The neighborhoods in Las Vegas and the residents of Las Vegas have been pretty spoiled throughout the years, unlike other cities who have had an open kind of gamut when it comes to Airbnb and VRBO and short-term rentals. We've had a ban basically placed on top of the entire Clark County in a lot of areas that does not allow for short-term rentals up until this year. There's now a lift of the ban as of July 1st, 2022. There's a legislature that has put through a bill that is now forcing the ban to be lifted so that homeowners can actually, if they want to, put their home up for rent on an Airbnb site or VRBO and make money through that means. So with that being said, we've definitely had a love-hate relationship with the Airbnb stuff. We've allowed some Airbnb and short-term rentals, and I'm just gonna say Airbnb because that's what everybody knows it to be, right? We've had some instances where it's been allowed. In Las Vegas specifically, there's an unincorporated Las Vegas and then there's an incorporated area. Some of those areas do and some of those don't allow for Airbnb as of today. North Las Vegas and Henderson have gone to a lot of trouble to really set up an organized way to allow people to do Airbnb with rules and regulations so that it can be kind of controlled and kept in line, and they're still allowing their residents to be happy. But it's definitely been, if I can just be very honest, a bit of a shit show. So with that being said, now that the ban is gonna be lifted, I expect that there will be a lot more freedom when it comes to all those things. However, you are going to and should expect to see a lot more rules, regulation, and I hope a clearer understanding of what it means to be an owner and also a renter from the short-term rental perspective. Now, just to be clear, short-term rental is less than 30 days. So anything that you do when it comes to Las Vegas and renting your house out, if it's 1 day less than 30 days, you're in the realm of a short-term rental, Airbnb, VRBO. So now that you know the history and why there's been a little bit of a love-hate situation, I wanted to just point out, we've done a couple of videos about the rules and regulations that are currently in place for City of Las Vegas, City of Henderson, and City of North Las Vegas. I'm gonna start linking those up here so that you can go watch those and get a real understanding of what we once knew those rules to be. But just know, as you start to watch those videos, they're going to change. Change is inevitable, change is coming, changes, they're coming. Right? So from a perspective of a new buyer or someone who wants to invest their money in Las Vegas, my advice to you is this. Of course you want to put your money into real estate. Number 1, ding, yes. Of course you should invest in Las Vegas. Number 2, ding, yes. Number 3, of course you should be working with our team. Yes, and if you're not, then stop watching my video and go find somebody else who's giving you this great info. But the reality is we are not necessarily upfront suggesting to our clients that you jump in feet first to the short-term rental arena when it comes to Las Vegas. A couple of reasons for this really are just simplicity. Because we know changes are coming, because July 1st, 2022 is gonna lift this ban, and then all hell's gonna break loose when it comes to rules, regulations, applications, application fees. How do I get it? How do I do? I got a fine. I didn't know I was gonna be fined. I don't think that the dust has settled enough for me to feel comfortable to tell my clients, hey, come on into Vegas and be an Airbnb owner. You're gonna have a great time. Could you do it? Of course. Will we help you do it? Abso-freaking-lutely. And do we have connections with like property management companies and things like that who can handle those short-term rentals? Yes, we do. With that being said though, I always want to be real and authentic with you and let you know that if it were my money, what I would definitely do is, of course, look at Las Vegas, of course, look at real estate. Please work with our team so we can give you that one-to-one experience, and of course, an experience that connects you all the dots for you as you're going through that process. But I would say, buy a house in Las Vegas, rent it out, but do long-term rental. You can do it two ways. You can do, you live in the house and you rent a few rooms out of your house. That's fine as long as it's 30 days or more for each of those rooms. You can rent the entire house out to somebody, a family, or whatever you want to do. Or you don't even have to live here and you can just buy the house and parcel the house up into multiple areas, sections, rooms, and rent those out as well. Again, all of those scenarios though have to be 30 days or more in order for you to be considered a long-term rental and not fall into the category of short-term and dealing with all the new rules and regulations. Basically the shit show that is coming with the Airbnb situation here in Vegas. So if you're thinking about buying a house, if you're thinking about planting your money in a safe place, real estate, people always need a place to live. They're always going to need a place to live. So real estate is always going to be a good investment, whether the market goes up or down. If you're thinking about doing that, do me a favor. There's a text number right here. You can text us. There's an email address down below. You can certainly email us. There's a link in the description if you want to fill out a form and have us set up a time for a formalized phone call. We want to be here to help answer the questions for you about your specific journey when it comes to being a landlord, a short-term rental owner, or whatever it is you're trying to do here in Vegas. If you already live in Vegas and you own a home and you're thinking, I just want to add another home to my pocket, I'm thinking about doing this, we still want to serve you as well. We don't only help people who are coming from out of state, we help anybody who wants to buy a home, especially when it comes to our beautiful city of Henderson, Las Vegas, and North Las Vegas. I know I've talked about a lot. I went through the history, I gave you some of the rundown, and I've been linking those videos up above so you can watch and kind of get an understanding of what the current rules and regulations are, and hopefully see where they might be going in the future. But the main goal for this video is just to let you know, our advice to you is, yes, invest in Vegas, yes, invest in real estate, but more importantly, make sure you have a team on your side who's gonna be able to walk you through all the options and really connect those dots for you. And that's me. So I look forward to hearing from you. I would love to know in the comments if you've been thinking about Airbnb or if you already own an Airbnb experience here in Vegas or even in another state, and what's your experience been like. So do me a favor and comment below, give us some of your feedback, and just let me know if this video was helpful. We're always trying to create content that gives you more information and really authentic, honest, straight up, here's what it's about, take it or leave it. So I hope you're enjoying that part of the channel, and if you are, do me a little favor, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.